Hello everyone. Today we will see how to calculate crystalline size from XRD data. Plot the XRD data, select both the columns and choose this line curve. A graph is plotted. It's better to do the baseline correction and smoothing of the data before calculating the grain size. So let's quickly do the baseline correction. Go to analysis and then peak analyzer and then open dialog. A dialog window will open. Select subtract line, subtract baseline, click on next, and then from the baseline method choose user define, click select. You can see different points are now generated for the baseline correction. If you want to add few points, I will add few points, for example here, and I will also like to move these points below, so I will go to this modify option, select this point and drag it down. Now I will select done and then next and then click finish. A new data is generated. Choose subtracted data x1 and subtracted data y1 and plot it again. Here you can see the baseline correction is now plotted. Let's quickly do the curve smoothing. Go to analysis, go to signal processing, smooth and open dialog. In my another video, I have explained these two in detail, so you can check the link there. I will choose points of window as 25 and select OK. New data is now plotted. So now I will select subtracted data T1 and subtracted data Y1, but with 25 points smoothing and plot the window again. In this way, I have now the smooth data and also the baseline correction. Now choose the peaks of which you want to find the grain size. I will do it for some of them. Go to analysis, go to peak and baseline, then multiple peak fit and open dialog. Then click OK. And now select different peaks which you want to have for your grain size. For example, I will select this one. Double click on different peaks. You can select as many as you want, but for this demonstration I will do only few. And then select this, and when you are done with selecting the peaks, select open NL fit. A window will pop up and you can see different peaks are now selected. Here choose this option, fit until covers, and it will perform number of iterations to finally have the R square value. This R square value is very high, so it is acceptable. Now select done. A new window will pop up and it will ask you, do you want to switch to the report sheet? Make sure to have the option yes and then select OK. You will have the sheet. Scroll down to the sheet until you find this summary option. Choose this XC option, which is the 2 theta value. Right click on this and then copy it. Open Excel and plot and paste your copy data. When you drag to the other side of the summary sheet, you will see the FWHM values. Select all of them, right click on them and then copy again, and then plot them, paste them on the Excel. Now it here as 2 theta and this was SWHM. Since these values have comma separation, so I will press Ctrl H. Here I will insert comma and I will replace all of them with dot and then replace all. Crystalline size in nanometer. For this I will use this equation. Now I will write this formula to explain you this 0.9 is the value for this K constant and lambda is 0.15408. Now I will write this formula to explain you the formula. 0.9 is this K constant value, lambda is 0.15406, beta is this FWHM value, but it should be in radian. Theta is the angle which is divided by 2 and it should be in radian, so that's why radian is written here. So now I will press enter and in this way crystalline size is selected. Now I will drag it. So these are the crystalline sizes for all of these values. Now I will find the average, write average and select all of these value and then close the thing. This is the crystalline grain size with the value of 16.63 nanometer. If this video solved your problem, don't forget to like the video, make a comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much and all the best for your research work.